Good afternoon. Welcome to the virtual information session for the UMBC Biotechnology Graduate Program. My name is Lisa Gambino, and Dr. Rick Wolf and Dr. Sheldon Brodell are here today and will be your hosts. They will help you get acquainted with the program and answer your questions. You may ask questions using the question box on the right-hand side of the screen. If we cannot answer your question, I will make a record of your inquiry and get back to you by email with an answer. Without further ado, here is Dr. Wolf.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Rick Wolf, and I and my colleague Sheldon Brodell are happy to tell you about UMBC's biotechnology programs. All right, so this is what we're going to be covering today. First, we're going to let you know what's special about UMBC. We're going to give you an overview of our biotechnology programs. We'll explain to you the program progression, how you move through the program toward graduation. We'll also tell you the employment outlook, in particular in the state of Maryland. And then finally, we'll let you know about the application process, how to apply to our program. So UMBC's reputation is 40 years old of excellence as an honors university. And in particular, we've been recognized for our teaching in STEM areas. Moreover, UMBC was actually the first university in the United States to offer an MS program in biotechnology, which is its MS in applied molecular biology starting in 1981. We are a mid-sized research institution with 9,500 undergraduates or so and about 2,500 graduate students. We offer 36 master's degree programs, 24 doctoral degree programs, and 18 graduate certificate programs. So here are the benefits of our Master's in Professional Studies in Biotechnology program. First and most important are our outstanding faculty who are experts in the field of the subject matter that they will be teaching. And they all have extensive industrial experience, and they are very responsive to their students and very accessible. Our class size is limited to 25, making it much easier for our students to communicate with each other and have personal contact with their instructors. And finally, the curriculum that is now in its 7th year was developed in consultation with our industry partners to make sure that it is relevant and has timely content. Who are the people that are interested in this program, i.e. our program audience? Bench scientists who want to move into the business or management aspects of the biotechnology industry are a very important group for this program. In addition, professionals with science backgrounds who want to move and enter the field of biotechnology. We also have professionals in biotechnology who want to use this graduate training to advance their careers. And lastly, students and recent graduates who are interested in pursuing a career and getting started in the biotechnology field. The UMBC programs provide for our students outstanding value and great convenience. First, with very affordable tuition as a public university. And in addition, we have evening courses. Essentially all of our courses are taught in the evening, and some of them are hybrid online courses, part face-to-face and part online. UMBC has very convenient class locations, and parking is accessible and safe. So what are our biotechnology programs? First and foremost is the Master's in Professional Studies in Biotechnology. This is a part-time program, as I said, and the courses are offered in the evenings. The program contains 10 courses, 3 credits each, to total 30 credits, the requirements for the graduate degree at UMBC's graduate school. In order to complete the MPS program in the minimum amount of time, which is 5 semesters, you will need to take 2 courses per semester. We also offer certificates in biotechnology management and in biochemical regulatory engineering. Both graduate certificates are 4 courses, 3 credits each, total of 12 credits. Lastly, as I mentioned, we offer an MS in Applied Molecular Biology. It's only offered at the UMBC campus. It contains 31 credits. It's full-time, very intensive, but is accomplished in 2 semesters. So what is the MPS? It's a new kind of master's, and it is accredited by the PSM Professional Science Master's program, and it offers advanced training in science without a doctoral degree and provides business skills without an MBA. It's been designed, as we mentioned, with industry input. We have an advisory board of professionals in the field that will comment on our curriculum and provide general oversight about trends in the biotechnology industry. And this degree is an internationally recognized professional degree. So here's what the MPS Biotechnology program requires. First, there are 5 courses in the life sciences, 15 total credits. It starts with BTech 650 in applied biochemistry, and you will see in later that we don't assume that students have any biochemistry or necessarily any in-depth study of molecular and cell biology, only organic chemistry. So we build on organic chemistry with a course in applied biochemistry. It's the prerequisite for the next course in the program, molecular and cell biology. Then, of course, molecular biotechnology, applied bioprocess engineering, and emerging topics in biotechnology. These 5 science courses are taken in sequence, and the previous course in the list is the prerequisite for the next course in the list. We have a core of management courses, 4 of them: regulatory issues in biotechnology, management, leadership, and communication, legal and ethical issues in the science profession, and finally, financial management for science professionals. This covers the waterfront of the basic management information that you will need in your biotechnology position. Students are offered 3 choices for program electives. One is good manufacturing practices for bioprocesses. Another is project management fundamentals. And the third is innovation and technology entrepreneurship. You will notice the asterisks are courses that count toward the certificate in biotechnology management. They do double duty, counting both toward the graduate certificate and toward the MPS biotechnology degree. So the certificates in biotechnology: the graduate certificate in biotech management, 4 courses. These are ideal for bench scientists or students who want a good understanding of the business aspects as well as ethical and legal issues of biotechnology. And as I said, all 4 courses are transferable to the MPS. The second graduate certificate is in biochemical regulatory engineering, comprised again of 4 courses. This is ideal for students who want to learn about the ins and outs of the Food and Drug Administration approval process, and is for those who want to explore pre-market considerations that help ensure approval of a given product. So we have a very planned course schedule. Both the science courses and the business courses are taken in sequence, starting in the fall of each year. So notice, we start in the fall with BTech 650, Applied Biochemistry, then Molecular and Cell Biology, then Molecular Biotechnology, etc. You'll also notice in year 2, in both the fall and the spring, among the business courses, there are choices of 3 courses to take that will follow on the 3 required courses in the core program. Note also the regulatory certificate has 4 listed courses, 660, 662, etc., as does the management certificate. So at this point, I would like to turn the microphone over to my colleague, Dr. Sheldon Brodell, who's going to give you important information about job opportunities and the Professional Experience Program, PEP, that Sheldon designed specifically for our MPS Biotechnology program. Here's Sheldon.
Thank you, Dr. Wolf. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Sheldon Brodell. I serve as an instructor in the program, teaching the capstone class and a course on technology entrepreneurship. And I am also a CEO of a local biotechnology company. So I sort of work in both worlds and act as a liaison between the corporate world and the academic world. Let's see back there we are. Sorry about that. The PSM degree concept on which our MPS program was modeled is designed for working professionals. However, we have found that not all the students coming into our program are engaged by a life science organization or find themselves in a position that has limited potential. So to address this, we devised the Professional Experience Program, or PEP, which aims to provide students with apprenticeship or internship opportunities to gain that industry experience that is very, very important to complement your academic training. What we've done is develop a network of companies within the area that engage students for up to 2 years during their tenure as a graduate student. You can work anywhere from 15 to 30 hours. Some of the positions are full-time, and they cover a range of disciplines from bench science and manufacturing all the way to marketing and sales, project management, regulatory affairs. We ask that students apply for the PEP program, so once you're accepted into the MPS program as a graduate student, you can then apply for the PEP program, and what this does is it helps us to identify what opportunity would be best suited for your particular career interests. So one of the questions that a lot of students always ask are, what are the career opportunities that are available to them once they have an MPS degree? So what I'd like to do is just go over some of the prospects for jobs in our industry. Like many industries, the biotech industry goes through cycles, periods of ups and downs, and one of the key factors that you should always look for when looking for a job is follow the money. Where are investors putting their funding? And you can see that reflected in the job opportunities. So, for example, from 2010 to 2012, there was a rise in job positions with biotechnology companies. These are usually the small biopharmaceuticals, research institutions, the service and suppliers to the industry, and some nonprofits. Whereas the industry saw a shift away from diagnostic and pharmaceutical sectors, and you saw declines in employment opportunities. If you look at where the money is going, a lot of investment dollars were flowing into companies to support clinical trials, and so what we saw in 2012 was a rise in the number of opportunities for individuals with a background or training in the clinical sciences or regulatory affairs, as those became very important to the companies moving their products through the development pipeline. Concatenate with that was the decline in opportunities at the senior scientist level in some manufacturing, marketing, and project management, although they tended to be rather small. But the interesting thing is that despite those declines in 2012, jobs with the most openings still were in the sciences and in manufacturing, as well as sales reps and some regulatory affairs. So where you're seeing some shifting occurring, it's still a very robust job market, whereas the rest of the country is seeing about a 1 or 2% per year job growth. Maryland is seeing a 3 to 5% increase in jobs within the biotech sector. One of the things to look for when you're out looking for a job is what are the most competitive and least competitive jobs. And that means when you apply for a job, how many other applicants are there for that particular position. And as you can imagine, in the biotech industry, there are a lot of folks that are trained as biologists, chemists, and so forth, and so there's a lot of individuals looking for jobs in those areas. And what you find is that in cases where there are job openings in certain sectors where there's more than 50 applicants per job, these are very competitive jobs. And so you have to look at your resume and ask the question, how competitive am I for those particular positions, and make sure that you're fitting yourself into the right slot. The interesting thing, though, is that in the least competitive jobs, in which case these are cases where there are fewer than 20 applicants per job, and which basically translates into better opportunities or greater opportunities for individuals looking for jobs. Of the set that have fewer than 20 applicants, 4 of them are concentrations of our MPS program. So, for example, if you have some experience or training in regulatory affairs or quality control, there are lots of job openings, and there are very few people applying for those jobs. Likewise for project management and program assistance. So those are concentrations of our MPS program, and they lend the student an opportunity to be highly competitive in those areas. So I'd like to say at this point that all of the students that have graduated from our MPS program are gainfully employed in the industry. Now, that's true that many students that come into our program are already employed, and some of those students have now, in some cases, moved on to other companies in more advanced positions, or have advanced up the career ladder within those organizations that they were with when they came to work to the UMBC Biotechnology Program. Those students that came to us who were not necessarily employed are now all employed, and a lot of them are working for some large pharmaceuticals, such as MedImmune, Amgen, and Novartis as some examples of students that got jobs in recent years. So again, the students that are graduating from our program are getting jobs in the industry, and they are very competitive. The admissions requirements are reasonably straightforward. You have to have a bachelor's degree, preferably in one of the life science related areas. It doesn't have to be specifically in biology. You can be in chemistry, biochemistry, biochemical engineering, and so forth. We've had food science students. But primarily you have to have 2 semesters of general chemistry and 2 semesters of organic chemistry. And as Dr. Wolf explained, our program is built on the presumption that you have at least 2 semesters of organic chemistry, and then our program is designed to build on top of that. You do have to have a minimum GPA of 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. That's true of all quality graduate programs. The application process is very simple. It's online. You basically go online. There's a link from our website to the online application process. Requires certain information, 3 letters of recommendation, obviously official transcripts from all post-secondary institutions that you've attended. And we ask that you submit a curriculum vitae as well, and we provide you with a format. This is designed to give us a better reflection of who you are as an individual and how you're going to fit into our program. If you have any questions on the application process, if you get stuck and have a technical challenge for some reason, Ms. Nancy Clements is our resident expert. Her email address is included on the slide here. She will be able to help you with any challenges that come up with the application process. Once you've applied, if you need any assistance, again, Ms. Clemens is the person to contact.
If you want to learn more about biotechnology at UMBC, you may find the information at umbc.edu/biotech. So when you want to know about the other details that we didn't cover today, you will find that out. You will also be asked at the end of this presentation, again, to fill out the survey, and in a week or two, this whole webinar will be posted on that website so that you can go back and review and see everything that was presented and discussed. So once again, thank you very much for your participation, and we wish you all the best in your future careers.